Hey, what's going on? So I must have been saying something definitely. Well, obviously, I've been just speaking nothing but the truth, but I've been saying something obviously that's been like it must have been really effective to have touched a lot of people because what people are doing in order to deter other people from listening to me is to tell them like, oh, the video is too long, or either talking too long, or they're just doing multiple different type of tactics in order to obviously make me look like not appealing to audience members. Meanwhile, I'm being shadow banned, and so that means that YouTube obviously is in it and takes a cut. In addition to that, which I caught on years ago before even knowing that they were affiliated with. I knew that YouTube, the YouTube CEO, once the first YouTube Black had came around, because it was during around the time around 2015, 2016. It was that whole YouTube scuffle kind of situation, and I saw YouTube being messy and engaging with that during that time period. And then shortly after, YouTube Black Cat came out, and it had invited one of the people, where there was like a scuffle. I was like, that looks suspicious. And then just multiple different supporting evidence that would show that YouTube is definitely biased when it comes to you know um immoral, unethical, malicious ways that are also, considering that the people who they are supporting, it's illegal and criminal. So yeah, YouTube, yeah, I'll come for you next, buddy. So anyway, it just seems definitely something I've pocketed for later, but I don't want to disclose that right now. I've literally have I'm just one person, just going about it in a way that's definitely just, and we'll just see how it goes. We will literally see how it goes, because people have been truly doing the most in order to harm me. And while other people who are exploiting me and benefiting off of me being in this situation, they're minimizing it, like, oh, it's no big deal. Also, they're trying to say things like, just like let it go, or my videos are too long and things of that nature. But they'll sit there crisscross applesauce in order to watch my videos, so that way they can take notes, so that way they can go ahead and serve it to other people. Because politicians, they need to attract their monies and everything like that for their next campaign, or whatever. And so do life coach, self-proclaimed life coaches, and shit, even moms and stuff like that. Like, they need to use that in order to like spin it around for for their kids or for whomever, in order to victimize themselves. And different types of people, I'm serious, multiple different types of people. Shit, even students would probably use some of this, and like as supportive evidence for like pardon me, a report or something. I'm pretty sure. So yeah. Yep. Today's video is titled, or right now it says Sunday, August 20th, 12:02, but it was moments ago, obviously, Saturday, August 19th. So I'm gonna do a video maybe again later today. Today I had, I went to movies, saw another movie. I saw a movie again, which I don't do often, but I was just like, oh, I wanted to make sure that that my first thought was correct, and it was. It was nice. It was a good movie, though. Again, I still feel the same way. It was just like certain things about it was just like I disagree with, but overall, it was a good movie. And what was it? Oh, I went to go pick up. I was trying to pick up or find a lip liner, a particular lip liner, and unfortunately they don't have it there at that specific store. So I picked up some other lip glosses for the fall, and honey, let me tell you, I was not disappointed. I was not disappointed. Probably won't show you the name of it, because I don't think that right now I'm a favorable person right now in the world. Supposedly, I don't know what's going on, but people just can't seem to stop like watching me. Um, Yeah, I got several different things, several different colors of the rainbow. Colors of the wind. That was actually my let's see, what was it? Third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade. I just remember that in elementary school that was a solo. So I had a solo for graduation, and it was "Colors of the Wind" by Pocahontas. Have you ever heard the wind cry to the blue? I remember. I remember it because it was literally only me playing the solo. And I don't even know why they chose that song, but I absolutely adore that movie. Um, it's kind of fucked up on how that has nothing to do with history. It's just crazy. It's just so crazy. Like I appreciate the fantasy, but it's just like, yeah, when I realized about what really happened to Pocahontas, I was like, God damn, that's so fucked up. Because she was a teenager, she was just a baby. And yikes and bikes. But somehow some people still want that shit to happen, which is like so cringe. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And it's often the people like you guys are protecting, which is totally insane. So whenever you guys judge me, I'm just like, well, look who's judging me. You have to compare it. Like, well, it's like, I don't know. It's Look at something like trash, unusable waste. Comparing it to something that's recyclable waste that can be, used in multiple streamlines and everything like that. Like why would I be offended if you are judging me and you are nothing? You are nothing to me. I mean, it's like, but look at look at the person who's like, talking about me. Like, if you take away the money, just look at them, because money comes and goes. Even though they're using I don't even know why I'm putting. As I realized this, I was like, why am I putting this on? But then I remember it. I want to show you this color. I remember that song because one again, like it was a solo, and then the other one was because it was like no other backup, no nothing, except for the music teacher who I like it. I like it. It's matching the so this right here is that beauty thing. That's Selena Gomez pink color. I figure with gray I should wear pink because that actually it looks really nice. Pink and gray. So I'm wearing like the Sephora line. So yeah. Although I'm pretty sure somewhere in Sephora is like yeah, we don't considering she's very controversial. It's like yeah, I'm blaming. But just at least telling people like, what I got on and how it's yeah, I like it. So all right, just let me just say it to get out the way. But the thing was a violin solo that I did, and I remember it fondly because, well, a little embarrassingly also because I had to play it twice. I had messed up because I was so nervous. It was my first like solo. Like I've played by myself and in front of people before, but not like in a solo setting. And I was just like, oh crap, this is like the pressure's on, and I'm in front of like family and stuff like that. So I'm just like, oh my god, ridiculous. All right. Anyway, the reason of this video is because I wanted to tell you about my day yesterday. So on the way to go get the makeup, like this person was doing like the super slowest turn, and I'm telling you, it was just like, all right, you're driving actually a good. Here's the thing, if you're speeding or like you're going down the street and you make it seem like you have someplace to go, I'm gonna let you go in front of me. I'm just like, okay. And so I'm trailing behind you, not like on your ass trailing behind you, but if you're at the point where like, how can I explain this? All right, so I am trying to go this way, and then I see a car going this way. So this person isn't just going like slow. This person is like, and I'm like, oh, okay, let me just, all right, I'm letting you go. Obviously, that's common sense. And then I'm going, and then this person like slams up on their brakes and was, well, not like slams up on their brakes, but goes like, then all of a sudden goes like super slow as if they're about to make this turn. And I'm just like, yo, like that, I literally, like, what the hell? Like, what are you doing? As I'm like going right here, and you're just like literally about to make a turn. And I'm like, yo, like, why are you doing this? Why are you going so slow? Why? I'm just like, can you just please make that turn? Please make that turn. Because I'm like already like I was assuming that you were going to make that turn, and you are making that turn. So why are you making it like so freaking slow? So I beeped at them, and they of course honked back, and I'm just like, oh, okay. But it was like with an attitude, and I'm just like, okay, like what? Do we have a problem? Do we have a problem? I don't like having to like identify people. I mean, I can identify people as cowards, and then they show me that they're cowards. I was just like, dude, is there a situation? Is there like a problem? So it's like extra attitude, and I was just like, for what? Like why? Just move the damn car. Like honestly, just go about your business. This obviously I have some pent upness from this whole abuse situation, this whole abusive situation. But there's like little time, like I've seen some people really get peeved. Like, have you seen those viral footage of people getting really mean and nasty with customer service and shit like that about like the stupidest shit? Um, like, oh, you didn't give me enough. Oh my god, enough fries. Oh my god, I just think of those moments because I would have loved to have been in this situation, and I'm just like, okay, this is my time because technically I should be, or I think it's only fair that the customer service person should slap the shit out of them. Like, for real, for real. And it would not be the customer service person's fault. It should not. It really should not be. Um, like I know there's people who have a bad day and just want like somebody to just like put their hands on them so that way they can just like let out all the frustration. Because I be having those moments, but I'm just like, for some reason, like when it comes to this, pardon me, people have definitely identified who they are, what their nature is, and it's coward. Okay, things are said behind my back, things are done behind my back, things are done like in the dark, behind the veil, all that jazz. Things are passive, super passive aggressive, triangulated messages. Instead of saying anything direct, and I have video of this where I'm like, talking about something that happened, like after a phone call, I'm just like, yo, do we have a problem? So it's just like, is there something wrong? And people would be like, oh no, there's nothing wrong. And this was before I had to cut them off. And I was just like, you know what, this is really not worth it because you just seem like such a burden. And I'm just like, you've been constantly a burden. Every month there's just something that annoys me about you. And it's just not good enough for me to have you around my life. So I just decided to cut this person off because I was just like, yeah, I'm just with that, considering that I had that on top of like my own personal responsibilities and things that I had to deal with, I was just like, there's a difference between having to not wanting to have somebody around, like having around you in your space, and then you like you reconnect with them. But it's just like this is like a repeated offense where it didn't happen often because even on like one hand, I have like a count of like I have a count of how often like I had like actual fights with like a close friend that I grew up with, and it was a guy one, and it was literally less than my hands. And we known each well, supposedly he knew me since like daycare, but I remember befriending him in like elementary school. So and I was like over literally that was like 30 years of knowing each other, about 30 years of like close to 30 years about knowing each other, kind of, sort of. And it was just like, yeah, like that for me, that was cool. Because I hardly would argue with people, not because of like, people pleasing, but it was just like, I kind of would. let things go as long as I told you about yourself. And as long as you knew not to do that again, which is why people do things behind my back, because it was just like, okay, well, yeah, we won't do it in your face. And so here we are. Like everything's very passive, the fuck aggressive. It's always, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. The messages, even the messages that are on social media, I don't know who this is for. And that's why they have to give me a nickname, this, that, here, and a third, the whole cult kind of situation. And I'm just like, I'm really over it. I really am. Speaking of which, in the morning, I know people's bread and butter is me, so they're probably gonna be saying stuff, for their audience members, because non-reluctantly, these people, they know that they're doing bad stuff, so that's why they put on the pressure to try to try to silence me, or try to again make things like unappealing, make listening to me unappealing or something like that, by trying to like throw out some excuse, like, oh, her videos are too long to listen, like don't listen to her, like, or something like that. And they'll say it like yeah, they'll try to say it in like a negative way. But here's the thing: you spent you'll spend hours watching me, looking at me, do absolutely nothing. And yet you think that people are going to be deterred by wanting to listen to me speak about the subject matter at hand. And the only people who would not like that are the people who feel like they're being caught out and they're not ready to heal or change or be a better person. Stop being hypocritical when it comes to pointing the finger at your own oppressors, and really change yourself and be an example. Be the example. Those the only people that literally give me like the most shit. Otherwise. So yeah, it's wild. Like you'll literally sit your ass down for like a 3-hour movie. You guys will sit down and chat with somebody, chat about me mostly, to just gossip and throw out lies and shit like that. And you will even sit down to read books for hours on end. So don't try to lie and and cap about, oh, my videos are too long. It's just like, no, it's not. You literally will sit down and watch, and listen to a podcast, like, or do your errands and listen to a podcast, but all of a sudden, like, you want to complain about me. You feel me? Like, stop it. Stop the cap. You really just sound like, you even sound more bitter and transparent for your annoyance, and being either threatened um or any grievances for the fact that I gave you a lengthy report of your behavior. That's what it sounds like. That's what it looks like. And that's what it is. Mm. Whew. So, I'm trying to think of. Oh yeah. So it's a weird when people like really have like wanted to do like a scuffle and want to have like an issue or want to make an issue, and they'll either not, like, they'll say things that are very smart from the safety of wherever they are, either if it's online or from their car or from wherever where it's a safe distance, so like there's not a fight. I'm just like, that's so annoying. Like, and they know it's annoying. They really know it's annoying, and it's just like, yeah, I'm definitely more into just going ahead and filing a police report. But it's just like, if you're doing something that's offensive, sincerely offensive, especially if it threatens my livelihood or well-being, I have no problem with wanting to like fight. I think people see fighting as something that's savagery, or something that's distasteful, or immature. And I'm like, no, that's actually the opposite. Like, fighting is such a natural resolution when certain shit, is taken too far. There's a moment for diplomacy. You feel me? Like, when you are not using your words for good or for understanding and things of that nature, naturally the next step is fighting or a war. It is basically the steps to a resolution. You feel me? It's done historically. Shit is done now. Like, right now, there are countries that are fighting with each other because words weren't respected, words weren't tolerated. Um, yeah, none of that negotiation or anything. People were just like, one side was about the opportunity for like peace, negotiation, understanding, and the other one was domineering and wanted to take over by any means necessary and just covet things. And eventually, because of that, boom, like obviously, and I'm telling you, in historic times and everything, even to present day, a moment of having to go to war. So when I am no dummy when it comes to like understanding what it's like to be targeted. So if I ever have any pushback, or if I do any pushback, I understand that there's going to be um supposedly, and it's not. Hold on. My abusers would call it a consequence, considering that they're the ones that initiated the fuck shit. They're trying to make it seem like this is a just punishment, and it's not. What they get is consequences for their actions. That's what they are. That's what they are subjected to. The consequences of their actions. That this will be their punishment. What I am, what I am doing is responding. Like what I'm doing is responding in kind. Ooh, I'm actually a little sleepy. Um, I didn't do anything really, and actually, I didn't do anything. I had like a little pamper me day. Oh my goodness, the only thing that would actually have made that like even more better is if I had like, a massage squeeze in there. And I think I might actually do that later. Oh my gosh, that'd be so awesome. Oh my goodness. The thing about that is I'd have to do it on a random day because people, gang stalking and stuff like that are so fucking creepy. So they're just like, yeah, I'll do that. Like, and it'd be because the last person was horrible. And I was just like, I don't even think that you're a real masseuse. You can't possibly be one. And yeah, so I would not mind getting a masseuse done. It was actually at a chain, a popular chain, massage chain. So I was just like, wow, like this feels weird. So yeah, definitely I want to go to one that seems good enough. Well, not good enough, but seems good of quality, and is actually gonna have like a decent masseuse. And now I like the guys because the guys can go like, really nice and deep. And it's just like, it's really nice. I hate to, cause some people like women, but pardon me, I like it. I just want a guy. Just, they like, oh yeah, all right, touch me right there. Okay, yeah. Um, and they just drag my body to like the closet until everybody goes away. Just kidding. But yeah, I would really, really, really like that. I don't know why I'm getting super sleepy. I had just ate, so and it's late, so maybe it's the itis, and plus I've been up for a very long time. Hmm. 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 Yeah, I'm about the vibes. I'm about to go cuddle with this fat one, with this obese cat, and yeah, do some cuddlings. I I believe yes, but she's gonna have to get up early anyway to go ahead and just decipher what people are saying, because it's a lot of stuff about, like, confirmations of, hey, look, the government is going to sit on their ass, and they're not going to do anything. Nothing. The government is supposed to actually, this is a fun moment right here. Hold on. I'm just gonna look this up. Hold on. Honey. Apologies, I'm looking on my laptop. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm not gonna be here long because I really am so tired. Okay, so what is it? Oh, what is the use of the United States government? What is the use of the United States? Okay, so the other day I was speaking to somebody with actually a very sexy voice. I have to keep it 100. I won't tell him that, but it's like it was a professional phone call. But yeah, somebody with a very appealing voice was telling me about, like, if somebody was to ever um threaten my identity or threaten me, like harass me. Yeah, if somebody was ever to harass me, then that would be considered like a threat against the state. And I'm like, oh, I never knew that. Like, I love it when guys say that. So I was like, oh, okay. Ooh, look at that. I think I'm getting some chills right now. Yeah, he was like, yeah, I was just like, oh my god. I was blushing and everything. It was like a phone call. Anyway, um, oh, it's so funny because this is a live, and I was like, well, we're just gonna cut that out. But no, I hope you didn't see that part. So, yeah, that was it was an interesting conversation. So anyway, he said that basically if anybody harasses me, then that's considered like this problem with this state or something like that. And I was just like, oh, okay, like I didn't know that. Obviously. And that's why I would say like New Jersey versus such and such, like whoever is going against me, whoever is harassing me. And I was just thinking about the people who are literally harassing me, and New Jersey supposedly, pretending to actually give a fuck. And it just doesn't seem like it's effective. Like, oh my gosh. Excuse me, I'm remembering exactly what I was thinking, but I'm just kind of also flustered right now because I literally just kind of said it out loud about, like, oh, this person's voice, and hopefully this person's not just in an opportunity where you can actually see this part. But so it's already alive, so la 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 la. That's so weird. Anyway, uh, um, protection and security. One of the primary roles of the U.S. government is to ensure the safety and security of its citizens. This involves maintaining a strong military and law enforcement agencies to protect the nation from external threats and maintain internal order. It just seems like such bullshit. It seems like there's like a parentheses protect the security of certain citizens. Protection and security. One of the primary roles of the U.S. government is to ensure the safety and security of should be certain citizens. This involves maintaining a strong military and law enforcement agencies to protect the nation from external threats and maintain internal order. Oh, okay. To protect the nation from external threats, because internal ones, they definitely just, they want you to shut up about, and they want you to take it. The government is responsible for creating and enforcing laws that regulate various aspects of society, including civil rights, commerce, environmental protection, and more. The legislative branch, consisting of the Senate and the House of Representatives, passes bills that are signed into law by the president. Wow. Yeah. This is just wow. Protection of rights. The government is responsible for safeguarding individual rights and freedoms enshrined in the U.S. Constitution, such as freedom of speech, religion, and the right to due process. Oh my goodness. Scientific research and innovation. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. These are just some of the many functions that the United States government serves. The balance and scope of these functions can vary. Pardon me, depending on the political and social context, as well as the priorities of the elected officials and the needs of the citizens. And there you have it. The balance and scope of these functions can vary depending on the political and social context, basically opportunistic and exploitative reasons, as well as the priorities of the elected officials, and the needs of the citizens. So then again, yeah, the citizens are mostly self-serving and greedy, definitely a bunch of hypocrites, um, one of them. And yeah, same thing goes for the elected officials. Oh my gosh. All right, it's 12:31 and I am so tuckered out as you can probably tell by the sound of my voice. So I'm gonna just see you guys later. I just wanted to pop up on here and tell you about my is this t-shirt printed? Mr. Controversy. Oh wow. What's just going to put you in timeout. Like go to sleep. So anyway, people are damn like fake behind profiles. Mind you, I felt like the whole like what is it? Cell phone jammer kind of situation thing like that. I was sensing that when I went to the stores to go run some errands. Like there were some people that were messing with my phones. And I'm just like, this is ridiculous. This really is. It's like you guys are so deeply pathetic. It's just in wasting like all this action on a basic citizen who's really not like who who wasn't doing anything. There was no just reason, no just cause. But now I have no choice but to, obviously defend myself. Yeah, I'm so tired. That's only because like the bed is calling my name. Like it literally is. It's calling my name. At best, I'm probably going to take a nap. And I'm getting like a lot of pick me messages too. Like there's people that are basically trying to tell me to be obedient. And I'm just like, the fuck? Like who the fuck are you? A nobody. And it was just like, and then you took it upon yourself. You took it upon yourself to try to tell me exactly what I should be doing with my life. And it's just like, yo, you're a user. Mm. Shame, shame, shame. Okay. Seriously, I am gonna go because I'd rather give you like 100% of me, but I haven't given anybody 100%. So I'm going to give you a better version that's more awake and more alive because right now, I am definitely super tired. I really like the this little makeup thing. I mean, not makeup thing. This lipstick. I'm trying to go for like a pink that's gonna be cute for the fall and right now. Also got myself a an orange one, orange color, and it's giving fall leaves. It's called Palm Street. This one's Palm Street. This one is it says number 11, and this one is Berrylicious, and this one is Wonderlust. This one looks like, very witchy vibes, and this one looks like magic. And this one, like, and together, it looks pretty cool. It's giving, I think, this would be really nice for like Harry Potter vibes, especially, Okay, guys, I'm gonna go sleep. All right, ciao, meow.